Welcome to my channel. DIY home improvement videos with humor. I hope you enjoy. If you do, please subscribe and share. Here's a brief preview of my videos.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
Good morning. Ooh, it's very hot.
No, I'm just getting warmed up.
Okay, so now all I can say is
I don't know.
They're just down in the basement.
hello, YouTubers! Whoever said my job wasn't classy, wasn't elegant, wasn't... Well, let me show you what last thing I did yesterday. So here is the what's left of the toilet flange and wax ring, and it's gorgeous, huh? Including some of the flooring. Not quite sure what was the thought process behind putting press board and carpet around a toilet, which I don't know. So what I'm doing today is that I got this down to, got the new flange sitting there. It's not, I haven't put it in yet, but this new flange is sitting there. So I'm going to, before I do that, I'm going to cover this box, and this is part of the upflush system, so it goes into this holding tank, and then once the level of the holding tank gets to a certain point, then it goes through the emaciator, and then it is pumped up to the actual drain going out the house. So I couldn't quite figure out what to cover this with, because I know it needs to be covered because it's dirt. First of all, it's dirty. I'm not worried about that. That can be clean. But what I'm focused on is just the constant stepping on it. So what I've found is I found some 1/4 inch, and maybe even actually thinner than that, some PVC, a piece that's 2x4. So I have just enough to cover that. I'm going to put it down with 100% silicone, and then I'm going to, of course, put the flange in and then reset the toilet, because that PVC does not rot. The most that'll happen to it is it can get dirty, which all floors get dirty. So I think it's a great opportunity to use that PVC for this toilet. So I'm going to build, first of all, I'm going to use some real plywood, not the press board, and then once I'm finished with the plywood build, then I'm going to cover that with the PVC. So I'll keep you updated. Again, idiot me, forgot my other camera. So, and I may put this on, actually probably could put this phone on the stand, on the tripod, and try that. But we're going to get started today.
Eventually.
Okay, YouTubers, we are where we need to be now. So I've got a little bit more work, but let me tell you what I did with this toilet. Brand new, beautiful toilet. I haven't tried it out yet. I've hooked it up. Gotta make sure I'm not leaking anywhere. So a couple of things. One is I'm going to extend this a little bit, so that way this lid is not loose right here. So I'm going to bring it forward a little bit. But what I did was, so the center gray thing right here in the middle is the tank. The tank for the pumps up. So once this tank gets to a certain point, there's probably a float valve in there. That automatically turns on the pump and sucks everything out, emaciates stuff, and then it goes out through that line right there. Incoming air, outgoing stuff. So previously, on either side, these were made out of regular wood, and you could tell how they were already starting to break down. So I changed that to treated wood, and then I put a three quarter inch layer of solid plywood. And then this right here is PVC. It's like an eighth of an inch, maybe even a quarter of an inch of PVC. So I ended up having to cut the hole out, and then making sure the flange was centered to the hole, the original hole that was in this tank. So now everything's connected. I'm still going to, I guess, I still got to trim this side out, that side out, and the front out, of course, and then in the back, I'm going to replace that sheetrock that I took out. There's also a doorway, actually, in order so that way if you ever need to get to the pump, you're able to do that. So, and so this is the toilet first initial run, and of course, I got you two choices here. One for just liquids. And then, of course, I've got this other option, too, for anything more than liquids. So, anyway, so that's that. Toilet's in. Like I said, the other one definitely need to be replaced. So, I do not see any rot because I actually, between the layer of PVC and the plywood, I use silicone caulk, and then between the plywood and the actual tank, I use silicone caulk. So no water is going to go anywhere other than in the toilet, in the tank, and then out where it needs to go. So that's my update for today. Hello, YouTubers. I'm at the job working. Actually, I forgot my other camera, so I'm just going to have to do updates today. But one of the updates is that this was the original sink for the half bath was sitting right there. Water line going straight up, so I had to take the water line off. Used a couple of sharp shark bite. One of those plumbing things. Cut it off up here and then sealed the end. I'm getting ready to turn the water back on. I have a lot of success with these fixtures. They just slide on. You don't have to sweat them. You don't have to, because I'm not a plumber. But what I'll do here now is that for the hot water, or for both of these, I'm going to put a valve and a box and an opening so you can get to it, because this will be the water for both the sink and the shower. So I'm going to put a shutoff valve up here before I run the lines to the shower and to the sink. So that's what I've been doing. Actually, it took me about an hour to find the shutoff valve or the water meter for the house. I finally found it, was able to shut it off. So let's see if I get this right. Okay, so now I've successfully taken the water, cut the water lines off and cut them down. I'm going to start right here and take all of this out right here. And then again, I'm going to take this out and a little bit right here. This will eventually be the drain for the shower. I'm going to build a pan, and of course I'll have it sloping back toward that corner. Excuse me, back toward that corner. And of course that's a little bit farther off in life, but I was thinking about, I'm going to do a 3-foot wall like here, and a 3-foot wall over here, and then that will be the shower. And then I was actually going to try to put a wall up behind that, but I don't see it. This is a concrete wall. And once I do some red guard or some waterproofing through there and do the same thing, of course, so the two walls I'm going to build on either side of the shower, we'll have a hardy board, and I'll waterproof that as well. And I'm going to have to build a pan, old school building a pan, And that's something I look forward to. Having done that in a long time. So that's where I'm at. And again, demolition is still happening from here all the way over to here. All that'll be gone, and then I can make plans for my new walls. In fact, let's do some magic. I'm going to snap my fingers, and this will be gone. Ready? 1, 2, and just like that, that is gone. So now we're on to the next little bit. This shouldn't take too long though. This because I got this and this down here. We'll get done quick.
Just a couple of quick comments. As you see right now, I'm cutting the tin. Evidently there was a water leak, and someone violently took down a lot of the tin, bent it up really bad, and then the other part of the tin was rusted. So what I'm doing now is cutting off the bad pieces and getting the good pieces ready to be put up. The quote for this video is from Bruce Lee, former TV, movie star, and martial artist at the highest rank. He said, "In order to realize our true self, we must be willing to live without being dependent upon the opinions of others." Bruce Lee, quote of the day.
Huh. Hello, YouTubers. I have got to a point on the ceiling now that I actually have to think a little bit.
Think.
Because if you can look behind me, I've gotten all the tin up that I had available. All this green tin, and it's really attractive. I mean, there's some pieces that are like, bent or whatever, but aesthetically, it still looks good. And of course, I've got all the lights now in there, as you can see behind me. So I've got this one section here that's exactly 4 by 6 that I have no tin for. Now I've also got a light. I think I've showed you in a previous video. Let me take my glasses off. I know I look smarter with the glasses on, but I'm really not. I know it. It's hard to believe. So I've got this one piece of empty space here. So I'm going to fill it with a piece of sheetrock. I'm going to trim around it. And then I've got to place a light fixture that's going to go over, which is still currently a bar, but it's eventually going to be the island in the kitchen. So that's what I'm going to do today. I may not video a lot of it until I actually start doing it, because I've still got to stand around and think a little bit on how I'm going to do this, because it's just me and the piece of sheetrock is 4 by 6. So I'm going to have to use a couple of dead men. And for those that don't know what that is, it's basically a 2 by 4 with another 2 by 4 making a T, which I can use to hold the sheetrock up until I get some screws in it. So anyway, that's what I'm going to be doing. First thing I've got to do is I've got to set the outlet box for the overhead light that's going to be over the island. So that's what I'm going to do next. I've got a new little thing here that I'm using. I'm going high tech. I can't just hold the phone in my hand anymore. I've got to have it to where it does. But as always, thank you for watching. God bless.